What's happening, traders? Welcome back to another video. So this is our first video since coming back off holiday. We took a trip to Venice. If you saw it on our Instagram, we had a great time. We caught some good trades, but I didn't have the facility to record out there. I had my laptop, but that isn't always the best thing to record on. So just jumping on here on AU, just found this nice setup with this demand zone here. Price has just come back into the zone, and we have broken some structure to the left. So this is an interesting zone for me. We've just taken out the only fair value gap that I can find in the zone. So we're actually going to enter the market on this 1 minute chart here. And I'm just going to do that now. Bang, 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 bang. And we'll put this, we actually get in just here. And we're going to have our stop loss just below the zone. And then we're going to go for our first TP, which is up at the top of the highs here. Okay, and then if we look at any other targets, we are at this area here now. So our final target will be the top of this zone here, just shy of that zone up there. So that's what we're looking for. Stop loss is just below the zone, and yeah, we're just looking for a continuation trade basically. So let's see how that goes. Alright guys, jumping back into this Aussie USD trade, and we just got our 5 minute entry. I entered on the 1 minute because I was pretty confident this area was going to hold up. So we got a nice earlier entry than just here, but not by much. And price is pushing up now, so it's a good sign. A really nice demand zone. We've got 3 huge candles pushing up, breaking structure, and we've got good targets to the left. So yeah, we'll keep on going, and we'll come back when we've got some more info. Alright guys, so just thought I'd jump back in. We had a push down into the zone a bit further. We've pushed back up. We've made a change of character here on this short-term downward trend. Okay, so we've been in a little downward trend here. We break a new low, and then we actually broke up to make a new high. So this is a change of character just across here. So if I put that across there, then looking down on this area, we had a fair value gap here. We've also got a lower fair value gap here. I actually took a second entry on the low of the 50% mark there. As price looks like it's coming down to rebound and push back up. So we've got 2 entries now. One on the sort of fair value gap entry, and one also on our fill of the fair value gap to the left here, and anticipating price to go up for the rest of the day. If I go to the 1 hour chart, although we don't have any top wick up here, which isn't always the nicest, we have got this zone, especially on the 30 minute up here, which we have broken into. As you can see, we've had a resistance, 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 broken through, and now this area is kind of holding as a bit of support. So I'd like to see the 30 minute candle at least go up to our first TP, and then potentially break out to go up to reach this area up here. So there's a lot of sort of positivity that price is going to come back up to this zone top. But there's not much really to do apart from wait and see how that goes. So we'll come back when we got some more information. Okay guys, jumping back in, and as you can see, we have got a really nice entry again off this area. We did actually dip down, smashed into this lower fair value gap right on the 0618, and we just launched up from there. So I am going to hold this trade and look for price to come up to our first TP, which would be great. So yeah, we'll come back when we've got some more action. Okay guys, so jumping back in, and I've taken first TP a little early. I actually took it at the top of this wick. Why? Because sometimes you just got to take it, right? I was happy with the amount. This little extra bit was negligible in comparison for the first TP, so I've taken it. I think that price could, as you can see, push down a little bit, could come down. We've just filled this fair value gap, which we could get a rebound off of now and push back up, or we're going to come down to this one down here. Now if I were to draw on a fib at this point, this would be the more ideal fair value gap for us to take, as it's a deeper pullback and it's in a discounted area. Ideally, I'm going to have a look at price when it gets up to this major zone here and see if I want to just take out the whole 20% or potentially leave it running. But I'm really happy with that. It's a really nice trade. And yeah, we'll come back when we've got a little bit more action on this trade, if we get break even or if we break through this zone. Alright guys, jumping back in, and this trade has worked out beautifully. One shame thing was that we actually got an entry down here, which was 80%. Okay, we took our 80% up here. We also had one entry which was here, which we took 80%. So we actually got stopped out for break even on one of the positions on the 80%, but the other 20% has kept running. And as you can see, we've absolutely just rocketed up, and super happy with the trade. So I'm going to close out that 80% now. I'm not going to leave that running anymore because I'm happy with that. And that was a really good trade. I just want to run over it again, the reason why we took it, because there's quite a bit to break down. But it's yeah, I love trades like this, obviously because it won, but also just because of the analysis of it. I love getting right into the reasons of why the market has done this, just from literally having some understanding of years of looking at these stupid boxes on a screen, right? So we had a 5-minute demand zone. Okay, three large candles pushing up, breaking structure to the left, making new highs. Price came back into the zone, and we entered firstly on our break of a candle high, which was on the 5-minute. No, we didn't actually. Wrong, sorry. We entered on the 1 minute when we came down and filled this zone, and we entered about, I think it was on this candle here actually. Because we had a break of this candle's high, we took out this zone. I was quite happy to enter the market there, and we had our stop loss below the zone. Price then went on to push up a little bit, make a new lower high, make a new lower low, dip down into the market a little bit, and then from this new lower low we created a new higher high. Okay, so we went from here to here, breaking structure, closing above, and making a change of character in the trend. So we were already in a position, and at this point we were in profit. We had a pullback into this area. Now we've got a fair value gap here, one here, and then one down here, which is right on the 618 discount zone on the Fibonacci. And we entered on the 50 here because that's also in discount zone. We entered a second position right down here on around 7534 or whatever, 7537, and still had our stop loss down below the zone. Price then actually dipped down, and as you can see, it's so beautiful. Just took out that fair value gap, and price went up, made new highs. We then pushed up a little bit more, came back down. We took out this fair value gap, which is again in the discount zone on this leg. Pushed up again. We took our first TP up here, which I'm happy that we did. We had two positions running at this point. Took 80% of both positions, and then price pushed down. Took break even out for our first position, which was here, but then didn't take out our TP, our break even for the second position, and then that has just been running for the last half an hour or so, and it's just pushed up, and I think we finally took our TP. Let me just check. Final TP was taken at 58973. So no, what am I talking about? I'm looking at the wrong pair. 9892. Not 9892. What am I looking at? Yeah. 9892. Yeah, oh yeah, so 989.2, which is there. Sorry, I was looking at 8 and 9 here instead of this 9. So yeah, we ended up taking a full TP up at that point. And yeah, I'm super stoked with that trade. And couldn't really ask for much more, to be honest, literally. So that's going to wrap this trade, Aussie USD. I do have another trade coming out on GB Jappy, which is probably going to be uploaded just after this one. So if you want to go check out the next one, that's going to be uploaded on the channel as well. And if you haven't already and you haven't joined the family, please give a like and subscribe. We're pushing out videos this year. We're having some fun. We're learning how to trade, and I want to teach you guys too. So welcome to the family, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.